Do you want to know what a guy looks like when he's 40 and he's not applied the masculine techniques in this video or any of the information you can find online? It's not some like guy with long hair and he likes to do art and he speaks a little bit soft and shakes your hand like a little wet fish. That's not actually how he ends up. How he ends up is divorced, working a job he doesn't really like, having alright-ish physique but a little bit soft and a little bit fat. No real direction in his life and doesn't take control of anything. And to be honest, that is the average guy that you will see, the average 40-year-old that you will see walking about this earth. He's not masculine, he didn't follow any of these principles, and now he lives a miserable, mundane experience. And life will literally do that to you if you do not take it into your own capable hands. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Tom Sergey. I run the Gorilla Platoon, and that is a physique transformation program with an ex-military background. So if you like the idea of being involved in something like this, hit the subscribe on this channel for more videos to do with masculinity, physique transformation, building your mindset and building your physique. And of course, find me on Instagram as well. I'm posting daily on there, and you can find more stuff about me and what we're about and the transformations we're achieving. Now, let's get into the main topic of this video. These are 5 steps that you're going to follow in order to become more masculine. And they are not drastically hard things that you literally could not start doing as of today. Because the world needs more masculine men. Why? Because the more masculine men there are, the more you can join as a brotherhood. The stronger the brotherhood is, the more you can achieve, the more happiness you can have, the more money you will get, the more children you can birth. And just generally your existence and what you've contributed to the world will be a hell of a lot better. And of course, as you can see on the screen, you will get more fucking women, which I know that's why you really want this. So let's not mess about and get straight into it. Number 1, never touch your fucking pee-pee ever again. That is a absolute non-negotiable as a man. Everyone you look up to does not do it. It's just, that's it. Stop right now as of today of watching this video. Do not fucking do it anymore. The fact I'm saying I don't do it, why am I better than you? Why, if I can just stop, why can't you just stop? You definitely can. Now, appreciate if you've got some mad addiction and you've been doing this for ages, you've been watching mad videos, you're going to have to tailor it down, okay? You're going to have to apply progressive overload to the bar of reducing watching said videos on all this fucking bullshit. But you're just going to have to start with something. If you're doing it every day, go to 5 days a week. If you're doing it 5 days a week, drop to 2. If you're doing it 2, drop to 1. If you're doing it 1, drop to once every 2 weeks, and then completely eradicate it. And after 3 months of not watching anything, you will see that you just don't need to go back to it. Every man that doesn't do it has been through this transformation, this process. It's uncomfortable. It won't be nice. It's not supposed to be, because you're quitting something that you probably enjoy and gives you happiness into your life, but you're quitting it for a better future. Now, where will your hot triggers be that will cause you to what they call relapse? And it will be when you go onto Instagram and you see a girl from your town that you find quite attractive and will one day like to speak and sleep with in the future. That will be a hot trigger. Unfollow everyone like this on your account. Go onto the explore page, and if your explore page is absolutely poised with women unclothed in gym kit, go on, click that image, and then click not interested. Continue to do that on all of them you see, and eventually your algorithm will just have videos of like gym, mine has army obviously, and like mindset stuff. And just re-get your algorithm to work for you instead of massively against you. That's probably half the problem men have. Their algorithms are just absolutely fucking them in the ass. So then every time they go on, it triggers something, and before you know it, they've relapsed and they just like see how much of a worthless piece of shit they are. Now, on that being a worthless piece of shit, you want to know the quickest way to stop doing any of this? Go and do it in front of the mirror and watch yourself do it. And you'll realize how weird it looks when you go and do that act, and how much of a loser you actually are for going and doing it. Now, I can speak like this because I've been through the other side, boys. I've been where you've been, and I'm not anymore. And when you look back at it, you think, why the fuck was I doing that? You're like a little monkey tugging away. It's the most stupid, ridiculous thing. You do not need to do it. you will have control of it, you will harness it, and that energy that you're not busting out every day, you can use to go and take on the harder things I'm going to give to you in this video, and then it improves your sex life. So when you do actually have it with a physical woman, you are more like into the moment, and obviously everything's consensual, but you're more like manly in that regard. I'm not going to go into that in a whole video because would be here all fucking day talking about it. But the point is, you've got to cut that shit out. If you want to stand any chance in this world, if you want to compete with anybody in this earth, you have to stop doing that straight away. That is the biggest, probably the longest lever you can pull to actually get you towards being more masculine. Let's move on to step number 2. Get in the gym, and not just get in the gym, become above average in strength. This means when you're doing pull-ups, you should be able to do 3 sets of 10 body weight, fucking no problem. You should be able to stack plates on and still do 3 sets of 10. You should be able to do 20 reps in one given hit. Dips, you should be able to do them like multiple sets of body weight dips. Leg press, fucking over 200 kg. Back squat, at least 2, pushing on 3 times your body weight. Bench press, double your body weight. Deadlift, double, maybe at least 3 times your body weight on a deadlift. I'm not saying going back to doing all these compound lifts because it's not really what I'm about when we're trying to build the physique, but I am about getting very, very strong. Very, very strong. Be above average in the gym and be proud to get to that point. So every week you should be looking, what did I lift last week? And then beating it on the next given session. You really should be an absolute animal. With your execution, with your tempo, with everything, the way you're performing things in the gym, you want to be above average, and your physique will end up reflecting that. You will look like an absolute specimen of a man. And to be masculine, you've got to look masculine. So you've got to have muscle. You've got to have low levels of body fat. That is just the way it is. There's got to be veins running off you. You've got to train like an absolute animal and get very, very strong. So when people know you're like, oh, fucking hell, he's that guy from the gym. He lifts like ridiculous amount of weight for his actual size. That needs to be you. This step is really not complicated. Get in, follow a program, apply progressive overload, get stronger and better until you're an absolute superhuman on all these lifts. It won't be done overnight, but it will be done by the end of the year. Next one, start combat. I'm so glad I've started doing this. Just when you're sparring and someone's trying to hit you in the face and you're ducking and diving, it is a really, really good fucking thing. And let's be honest, boys, we'll be judged on how we look. We'll also be judged on whether we can scrap. I'll be honest, for a long period of time, not that good at scrapping. Want to be better at it. So guess what? I just get in the gym, I'll start doing combat. When I joined the Paras at 17, they do it quite well, actually. One of the tests is you've got to jump in a ring with someone similar height and weight, and you've got to box each other for 1 minute, but it's not actually boxing, it's called milling. And essentially you're not allowed to block, you just have to continue throwing shots, and I guess your defense is to continue throwing more shots, and it's to simulate suppressing the enemy when the enemy is suppressing you. And it's a very, very good thing. Puts you straight in front of everyone that's watching, your whole platoon, your peer group, and then also the staff that are training you are all watching while you jump in and have a scrap. And at 17, that was one of the most valuable things I've ever done in my life. But it's important that we continue this at least 2 to 3 times a week. Improve your technique on one, sparring on the absolute other. That is a real must, a real must. It's funny, Saturday just gone, I went down to the gym, didn't realise it was closed because I'm on their group, but I don't speak Spanish that well, or if at all, so I didn't realise. And like 3 of the machines were in there, but they still came down to train. They were like, we're still going to do some like pad up and stuff. And I'm like, do you know what, fuck it, like I'll learn so much getting like punched in the head from all these people. And I did. We did an hour, rotated around each other, and just learned more. And every time I go, I get a little bit better and a little bit more used to ducking, dodging and throwing. So it's a must, boys. I really wish I'd started this earlier. I always had excuses. I always prioritised bodybuilding more over this. This is a non-negotiable, boys. You need to be able to protect the people you're around. And I will fight tooth and nail until I'm good at this skill. And it is a skill that can be taught. So you must do some form of combat. I don't care what it is. Do which one you find to be the most enjoyable. That is really not... I'm not going to debate that because it's not my field to speak about it. Just do what you most enjoy and you can stick to and you can get good at to protect yourself and others. Number 4, delete dating apps. Just fucking delete them. Like, unless you have applied this, you look like a specimen and you can dress, your rate of success on them will be okay, but it won't be that good And the ROI of time put in to result out won't be that good, if that makes sense. So like, honestly, you're just best off getting that into it in person. Your ability just to walk up to anyone, start the conversation, know how you're going to extract some form of contact information and balance in a concise manner of like 4 exchanges, 5 minutes of conversation max. It's a powerful tool and everyone should know how to do it. Like, it really is. And it would transfer to speaking to absolutely anybody. If you need to go and speak to like some high-level businessman that's sat there at a table and you want to know something, just being able to strike up a conversation with absolutely anybody will massively skyrocket your progress. But I realised like you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't just go and speak to people because why would you? Because you're not thinking on that wavelength. You're thinking, well, I've got the dating app, so I don't need to go and do it in person that much. So I won't bother. And because I'm not doing it to women, why would I do it to men? And why would I do it to men of like profession? Blah, blah, blah. We see how it all has an effect on each other. So delete the dating apps and just literally go out and be like, well, now I've no option. I'm not allowed to touch my fucking pee-pee, and I've got no one online to speak to, and my Instagram algorithm's not triggering me. Those 3 stacked together, you will just naturally start speaking to women when you're out and about on the ground of your city. So honestly, just start doing it, boys. Just start approaching them. Like, if you want the full rundown and tactics, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a video on that, because it's just. But honestly, like, I could do a video on it, but honestly, don't overcomplicate it. Really, just don't overcomplicate it. A basic little opener. Try not to say hello. Just try to beast them about what they're wearing or some funny shit. If they don't like it, who fucking cares? A little bit about where they're from and why they're here, so you can know, are they just here for the day or whatnot. Think about getting the Insta and then bouncing. Honestly, just keep it as simple as that. Like 3 to 4 exchanges max. And you'll just feel so much better for you. You'll just feel so much more manly and masculine, because that's how our fathers, that's how our grandfathers would have actually gone out and done that. They wouldn't have sat behind their phone on the fucking pictures they've edited on their fucking phone and put them on an app and started speaking to people and sending weird shit. They wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have done that because it's them in the flesh, and they've got to be real and say like proper things. So that's really how you want to go. If you want to be more masculine, that's just the way you're going to have to go and do it. You know it's the right thing to do. Like, I say this and it sounds obvious, and you actually know it's the right thing to do, but for some reason we still as men do what we shouldn't, and it's fucking stupid. So anyway, let's move on to the final point. And the final point, step 5, is 5 mindsets that will keep you on track. Because I appreciate you're going to try and stop a load of bad habits, start a load of good ones, and it's going to be tough. There's going to be a lot of resistance, a lot of constraints, a lot of reasons why you fall off, go back to a bit of the old, still do a bit of the new, and end up blending between the two. So you're going to need to get your mindset right. If you don't fix this, the man that you want to become has already fixed this. He's already thinking on different levels. That's why he can do the things that you already want to do and you can't. It's just your mind is stopping you from actually doing the things. So you need to become the man that would actually be more masculine and be able to do the things you're trying to do. First one to remember, stop being a pussy bitch. Like, my mentor in the army said this to me so many times, and we laugh about it, but it's true. Everyone in today's society is a pussy bitch. Everyone wants it a little bit easy. No one wants to be challenged. No, you're not allowed to say certain things to certain people. People are pussy bitches, you know. And you've got to, when you're doing something, you've got to ask yourself: am I really maxing out? Could I have done more? Should I have done more? Could I have done another rep in the gym? Could I have lifted a bit more load, but I decided to play it safe? Could I have gone and spoken to that woman, but it was just a bit uncomfortable? Did I really need to touch my pee-pee, or could I have just let the wave pass? I've gone out for a walk and let the tension release that way. Did I really need to do that? Am I really maxing out? And a lot of the time, if you ask yourself, you won't want to admit it, and you won't admit it to anyone else, you were being a pussy bitch, weren't you? And that's the reality of it. So just stop it. Just stop being a fucking pussy. The next thing is to understand everything is our fault. Where we are in life right now is a direct reflection of our own actions. No one else's. Where I am right now, it's my own fault. For good, and I'm happy with it, and for bad, I'm very dissatisfied at the same time. Like, everything is our fault. We can try and blame other people, but ultimately, even if it's not, even if you can come up with some solutions to why it's not, it's still your responsibility, because it's still your life, and you're still the one having to live it. So even if it's not your fault, which it is, it's your responsibility to do something about it. or don't, but then don't moan about it and just fucking embrace how shit it is. C, never be satisfied, but always be happy. I'm never satisfied, and I never fucking will be, and I hope I never am either. I hope I never get to the point where I'm like, yep, completed everything. I climbed Kilimanjaro, I nearly fucking, I nearly didn't make it, because I tried to do it in 5 days, when really I should have done it in 6 or 7. I had no acclimatization, up. I'm fit, but my genetics aren't built that well for altitude. Who knows, that was really my second encounter, apart from being in the Swiss Alps. But you know what? We achieved it. We got it. I'm not satisfied with Kilimanjaro anymore. I need to do Aconcagua in Argentina. And that's an extra 1,100 meters. I need to go and achieve that. I'm not satisfied with fucking Kilimanjaro. And guess what? When I achieve Aconcagua, I won't be satisfied with that. And I'll have to take myself to the Himalayas. So I better fucking start upping my income so I can afford to go and do Everest when I'm in my mid-30s. I'll never be satisfied. With my physique, I'll never be satisfied. Absolutely not. Because I'm doing this for life anyway. The amount of money I make, I'll never be satisfied. For sure, the amount of women I've had, I'm never satisfied either. But am I happy? Yeah, fucking right, I'm happy. Every day of my life, I'm happy. I love my fucking life. I loved it when I was 17, I loved it when I was 21, I loved it when I was 25, and I love it now when I'm 28. Life is fucking sick. But I'm not satisfied, and I never fucking will be, and neither should you. Because as soon as you stop being satisfied, you stop growing. As soon as you stop growing, you're decaying and dying. No one will do it for you. Things will be put in front of you, but ultimately no one will do it for you because no one gives a fuck about you that much. They don't. I don't care about you that much at all. I will put the concept in front of your head. I will tell you what I've done and what I'm doing. I will tell you how to do something if I think I'm credible enough to tell you how to do it. But I won't jump through the screen out the other side and physically make you do it. I won't spot you when you're lifting your PB on that exercise. I won't. Only you can do that. Only you can lift the weights. Only you can speak to the woman. Only you can stop touching your fucking PB. I can't cuff your hands or chop it off. Yeah, that's just the reality of it. No one can do it for you. Only you can do it. And that's very, very important. And the last one, life is competition. I never used to be a quote-unquote competitive person unless it was the things I was strong at, and then I am. Now, everything is fucking competition. Everything in my life is competition, and it matters. And it's a fucking race, and I'm going to fucking win. Everything matters. Life is competition as soon as you start seeing it like that. Because this is the thing, you say it's not. The people that are ahead of you think it is, and they will beat you, and they will fucking do whatever it takes to beat you. So everyone is playing the game. Whether you say, people say don't hate the player, then they say hate the game, but you've got no option but to play the game. So fucking enjoy the game, love the players, and fucking enjoy the sport of life. Because it really like, and you aren't just in competition with yourself, because there's only a finite amount of resources, money, whatever else you want to class as a resource. I'll leave that up to you. There only is a finite amount. So like, life is competition, whether you like it or not. Play the fucking game, win the game, because you'll be a hell of a lot happier when you do. And we'll wrap it up there, boys. There's 5 steps to becoming more masculine that I think are quite simple. It's not everything. If you did just this, would you be the complete masculine man? No, because you want this fucking... I could go on forever about steps, but I'm not going to give you 10 steps because it's just fucking untangible. Here's 5 things you could literally start doing right now after this video. I hope you took notes. You bloody better have fucking took notes on this point, or at least screenshotted what's on the screen. So you can start putting actions into place. Write your training program. This is what you're going to do. Schedule out how many times you have to reduce down the fat, or if you can just adopt the mindset I did, that I just don't do it anymore. Plan how many times you're going to go and speak to someone, or have targets to try and hit. Write these mindsets down. Look at one each morning. Like, have actual plans in place. Don't just watch this video for the sake of it and consuming it. Actually do something with the information, because it's helped me and it's great, and I hope it helps you, because I want to help you. But we'll wrap it up there. Subscribe to the channel right now. Do that right now, and like on this video right now, and I'll see you tomorrow.